Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, May 6th. You'll be interested to know. 72 years ago, today, in 1954, Roger Bannister became the first person to run a 4-minute mile, finishing in 3 minutes 59.4 seconds and shattering a long-standing athletic barrier. The achievement transformed public belief about human limits, inspiring athletes worldwide and establishing a new standard for middle-distance running and sporting determination. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Wednesday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking choppy with waves around 2 to 3 plus feet. By 9 a.m., conditions clean up a bit, holding steady at 2 to 3 feet. Winds are onshore about 4 miles per hour, but they pick up throughout the day, reaching 17 miles per hour by 6 p.m. Best time to ride is at 9 a.m. with the 0-foot low tide, when the south-southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 16 seconds, and the onshore wind is 4 miles per hour. The first low tide on Wednesday will be a 1/2 foot at 9:15 a.m., followed by a 4-foot high tide at 5:15. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 58 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions persist Thursday with waves ranging from 3 to 4 plus feet and winds from the west at 10 to 16 miles per hour. Friday sees a slight decrease in size with 2 to 3 plus feet, remaining choppy throughout the day despite fair morning conditions. Saturday offers the best surf of the period, holding steady at 3 to 4 plus feet with cleaner early conditions before winds shift. This morning it's mostly cloudy and it feels like 57 degrees with 7 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:05. And it will rise again tomorrow at 6:07. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Looking ahead in the weather. Thursday will be partly sunny, with a high near 60 and a west wind of 7 to 13 miles per hour. A warming trend follows Friday through Sunday, with highs rising from around 61 on Friday to the mid-60s by Sunday and nights, holding near 53. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Santa Clara County is grappling with a nearly $1 billion budget deficit following substantial funding cuts from both federal and state governments. To address this, the county is proposing to eliminate several hundred positions and close health clinics, as it faces a daunting budget gap of $787 million. County Executive James Williams described the situation as an extraordinarily difficult budget to bring forward, highlighting the growing dependence of residents on county services amid anticipated losses in federal revenue. The county's leadership recommends cutting 655 positions, primarily impacting its expansive hospital system. Now on to sports. The Toronto Maple Leafs have won the #1 pick at the 2026 National Hockey League Draft, leaping 4 spots during the lottery on Tuesday night. The Leafs entered the lottery, which was televised live and held at National Hockey League Network Studios in Secaucus, New Jersey, with just an 8.5% chance of winning the top selection. The Leafs have only made 2 number 1 picks, Wendell Clark in 1985 and Austin Matthews in 2016. The San Jose Sharks, the Vancouver Canucks, the Chicago Blackhawks, and the New York Rangers rounded out the top 5. In local sports, the Giants host San Diego this afternoon at 12:45 for the rubber match after dropping game 3-10-5. Adrian Houser takes the mound in a critical contest. San Francisco sits at 14-22 and can't afford to fall further back in the NL West. They've lost 4 of their last 5, but Oracle Park's pitcher-friendly dimensions could work in their favor. It's a chance to grab control of the series and head into the weekend on a positive note. Meanwhile, the Warriors are still waiting on Steve Kerr's decision. He met with ownership Monday, but hasn't committed to his future. ESPN's aggressively lobbying him to return to broadcasting, adding pressure to the situation. Kerr's torn on it and may wait until mid-May, when the NBA draft lottery lands on May 10th, to see where Golden State stands with roster flexibility. The front office is optimistic. In top news, FDA halts publication of studies on vaccines for COVID-19 and shingles, according to a spokesman for the Health and Human Services Department. This news follows the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's decision to not publish a report indicating last winter's COVID vaccine reduced the risk of hospitalizations. One safety study examined the association between the 2023 and 2024 COVID vaccine and various health conditions. The study, authored by FDA scientists, was withdrawn during the peer review process. An abstract from the study stated that no new safety concerns were found following vaccination among U.S. health plan enrollees age 6 months to 64 years. In business news, Costco keeps getting busier, with store visits up by more than 18% over the last 7 years. Traffic trends at Walmart and Target are mostly flat, according to Placer.a-I. The growth brings additional pressure on warehouses, and Costco is having to get creative with solutions. Shopping visits to Costco warehouses increased by more than 18% from the first quarter of 2019 to 2026. This growth results from visits to new warehouses and increased traffic at existing ones. In contrast, store traffic trends at Walmart and Target have remained mostly flat during the same period. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at $81,000. Ethereum is unchanged at about $2,000. And XRP is unchanged at $1.41. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Google, Microsoft, and xAI will allow the United States government to review their new artificial intelligence models. The Center for Artificial Intelligence Standards and Innovation will evaluate new models before they are released publicly. In an announcement on Tuesday, the Commerce Department's Center for Artificial Intelligence Standards and Innovation states it will work with the companies to conduct pre-deployment evaluations and research to assess their capabilities. The center has performed 40 reviews so far. Reports suggest that the White House may consider an executive order to oversee new artificial intelligence models. And in entertainment news, Scary Island is a new adaptation of the classic novel, conveying the horror and tragedy of children trying to survive. David McKenna stars as the pragmatic Piggy. The Lord of the Flies is the kind of show you praise by emphasizing how hard it is to watch. Adapted from William Golding's classic 1954 novel by Jack Thorne, directed by Mark Munden, and originally aired by the British Broadcasting Corporation before coming to Netflix in the United States, the 4-episode series retains its World War II backdrop. Watching these boys succumb to their worst instincts is harrowing enough to make you long to look away. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American civil rights leader, Martin Luther King Jr. And he said, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.